All right, so y'all know what time it is, man. Part two of the best cases for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now, you know I did this video maybe like 7 months ago. I always like to do a video up front with all the cases that I get when the phone is first, firstly announced, newly announced. You get what I'm talking about. But I love to go back and do a second top 10 case video because, as you know, throughout the year, more cases and cases and cases just keep coming out. And I have to say that, and I say this every single year, but this was by far the hardest top 10 case that I had to do because case companies are constantly bringing it. They did such an amazing job with the cases for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And we are like a month away from the iPhone 16 announcement. So we're going to be getting to do this. We're doing this all over again, man. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I'm your boy to go to when you want to talk about the accessories. But let's go ahead and jump into it, man. Top 10 cases. Every one of these cases, the links will be down below alongside the full video review that I did with that case. All right. Now I already know top 10 case video. You may not agree. This is just my top 10 case, and I'm basing this off how I felt when I use these cases week in and week out. And there's been some changes since the last top 10, but enough of my rambling, man. You ain't here to talk about y'all see talk about damn cases. Let's go ahead and start off with case number 10. And I know some of you gonna be like, how in the world is this gonna be the number 10 case? We are going to bring it in with the Spigen Enzo Era Mid Fiber. Now, I like this case right here, man, and it's crazy to think that this case is coming in at number 10, but it does a lot of things good. It does a lot of things well, and there's not much that I want to see improve with the Enzo besides maybe giving it a little bit of grip, and that's kind of like one of my only pet peeves that I have with this case. Other than that, I think it looks amazingly well. I love the little Spigen logo right here. I love the price point, and I'm so glad they did not outprice this like the Spigen Enzo leather version. That's for $150. We're not going to talk about that, nor is it even on this list. But the diamond cut buttons, I absolutely love it, from the volume up and down, the power button, the action button. Nice, decent MagSafe, very nice buttons, tight fit. This really is a very good case, and you can see the competition of the list if this case right here is coming in at number 10. Absolutely love it. I love the improvements that Spigen makes of the Enzo every single year over, and I cannot wait to see what they do with the iPhone 16 version. But if you're looking for a very beautiful case, man, I will almost say this is probably one of the prettier cases that's on this list, but too bad we're not judging off of beauty. We are judging off how I personally feel when it comes to these cases. So I gotta bring it on in up there, you know what, with number 10 with the Spigen Enzo Aramid. Absolutely love this case. Now, this next one is one that I did not think was gonna be on my top 10 list. I recently got this case maybe a month or so ago, or it could have been a couple weeks ago, and I immediately fell in love with it. Now, although a lot of you may not agree with this pick right here, I actually really like this case. And let's go ahead and get into it, man. This is going to be the UAG Monarch Pro with that G10 material. Now, I love this case right here for some reason. And the reason why I love it because it's different, okay? Because a lot of times when we talk about a lot of these cases that's on this list, let's just be real. A lot of them come in born colors that really don't excite you to get your juices flowing. Pause, no diddy. But I love the way this case looks just with this Monarch Pro design with this G10 material. It actually looks very, very good. Now, although I do not agree with the price point of this case is, I think, sitting at $120, which is entirely too damn high for this case right here. But I really like everything about it outside of that. I love the grips on the side that they came with. It's pretty grippy on the side. Yes, it does leave your phone and your case combination a little bit bulky, but I feel like it has a decent snug fit that goes all the way around it. Although I do prefer to have the fit of the old school Monarch Pros. They fit a little bit better. Also, UAG finally has brought it with the MagSafe strength, so therefore they really have improved with the MagSafe strength of their cases. And I just like this case as a whole entire package, especially if you're looking for something that's going to give you a little bit more protection. You don't got to go with the same old boring outer box and those books. You don't got to do that, man. You can go with this UAG case, and I'm sure it will give you all the protection that you need when you were talking about on your phone. Nice buttons, very good grip. Love this design on the back, giving you that heavy duty protection, fitting good on it. I think UAG really has knocked it out the park. And it's been a while since UAG has made it into my top 10 case video, man. But the Monarch Pro, you coming around. A few more improvements on this case. Maybe I would like to get some standalone buttons, not the buttons with the air slit. You get some standalone buttons, tighten that fit up just ever so slightly. You're gonna have a big dog case to contend with. But for the way the Monarch Pro sits right now, I'm feeling it. Had to go ahead and put it at number 9. And as soon as I got this case, I told you guys in that video that this case was going to find its way into my top 10 video. And indeed it did, sitting at number 9. Now this next bad boy right here, one that was robbed. A lot of you say, T, that case really should have been in my previous top 10 video. And I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I think I might have made a mistake. Sometimes I do these videos and I realize, you know what? I might have just snubbed. All right, I might have old school NCAA BCS championship snubbed one of these cases, but this one coming in at number 8, we had to go ahead and put it up in here this time because it was only right. The Spigen Ultra Hybrid Frosted. Now, I love this case simply for a few good reasons. This case is going to be a very good case. All right, I think I may have said case almost 38 times in that little sequence, but the fact that this case is going to be sitting around 20 bucks. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it fairly quickly. You get a very nice snug fit that goes all around. You're going to get nice Spigen magnets. When it comes to this Ultra Hybrid, you're going to get that frosted back. So if you're someone who really doesn't care about the high gloss clear back, although you know I'm not a big clear case person, this is going to kind of give you that breakup. Now, I love what they did with this natural titanium. This is the natural titanium one. This also comes in a black color as well. If you don't care to have something as light as this, you also get little feet on the back of this. So when you set it down on a table, you don't got to worry about sitting down on hard surfaces, scratching the rear of that frosted back up. And I feel like outside of that, this is such an overall simple, good case that someone can get. Yeah, and it will hold your phone down for a very long time. I have this same Ultra Hybrid case on my work phone, which is an iPhone SE, and I've had that case up there forever, and it's still holding on to this day. It has not broken down, so I had to put this case in here because it's one of the best bang for your buck budget cases that you can get, and it was only right that I put it up here, man, because you got a lot of cases that's costing triple this amount, and you're still not getting all of the hitting points that the Spigen Ultra Hybrid Frosted did. So number 8 had to make its way back on the list, man. That's 2 Spigen cases into the top 10 case video. I'm not sure if it's done before, but both of those are well deserved. And I had to go ahead and do this due justice from putting this back in the top 10. So Spigen Ultra Hybrid Frosted sitting at number 8. So you already know when I do these cases, there is some that just gets the feathers all ruffled up. And I believe this is going to be the first one that's people are like, whoa, T, I did not see that one coming. Sitting in at number 7, which used to be a very high case, but that's telling you how good this competition is when it comes to these cases. We got to go with the Andar Aspen at number 7. Now, I know you're like, whoa, 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 T, what? How is the Andar Aspen sitting at number 7? You might as well go ahead and get ready because there's going to be some more big surprises coming up soon. But always have to put the Andar Aspen up here because, first of all, the level of colors that you can get for the Aspen. And you guys know, if you don't follow me, man, I have my own colorway, the technically red colorway. Little hint, hint, spoiler alert. We're working on something else for the iPhone 16. Your boy has another colorway that will be dropping for the iPhone 16, so make sure you stay tuned to that. But I had to put the Andar Aspen up here, man. One of the best bang for your buck leather cases that you can get, plus all of the color options that you get alongside the Andar Aspen. You gotta love it, man. Super tight fit, nice aluminum buttons that go all the way around. You get that nice full grain leather. So when you smell it, you get that good smell, and you always know, get a little bit of that nose grease conditioner and rub it in there. So you can go ahead and start that nice patina. And that's the thing about these full grain leather cases, they will give you that nice patina over time. And when it comes to leather cases, Andar isn't breaking you over the bank, but busting you across the head. When it comes to the price of these cases, they're keeping things very affordable. So always have to include the Andar Aspen because strictly of the price point that you get when it comes to a quality leather case and the color options that you have out there. Also the fit. The fit is something that leather case companies seem to cannot get right. And I know there's two leather case companies out there that does the fit pretty good, and one of them is going to be Andar, man. So the Andar Aspen coming in at number 7, still one of the best leather cases that you can get for your iPhone 15 Pro Max. This is where the list really gets shaky because all three of these, the last one and this one right here is all going to be like, wait a minute, what is sitting up top if these cases are down that low? Where we at? Coming in at number 6. We gotta go with the phone Rebel Gen 5. I know you're like, T, wait a minute. How can a case that was always one of your number one cases be bumped down all the way to number 6? Once again, that's telling you, man, that's just the competition and the way I feel when I use these cases on a day-to-day basis. So what can I say about the phone Rebel Gen 5? I mean, everybody knows about this case. If you know about it, you know about it. Very nice protection, super tight fit. You can really customize it when it comes to your buttons, your lens cover, your little accessory piece right here. You can customize it, get different colors. You get nice grip on the side. You're going to get strong MagSafe. You're going to get that very nice, smooth aramid fiber. It has that little bit of texture to it, and it's gonna be well protected, man. I don't know what happened to everything Apple Pro. He used to do these drop tests with the phone Rebel Gen 5, but I feel like this case is a compact, heavy duty case because it will keep your phone protected without really making things that bulky. And that's what I love about this case. And that's why it has always been a top 10 case. As long as they make the phone Rebel case, this is a case that will always be in my top 10 just because everything that you get with this case, some people don't really like a lot what's going on with it. They want the case to be a little bit more toned down. But in my opinion, I feel like the phone Rebel Gen 5 honestly checks all of the boxes when it comes to a premium and just a great feeling case. So phone Rebel Gen 5, man, it's tough competition to see this not in the top 5. All right. So coming in at number 6, phone Rebel Gen 5. Did I do wrong? Y'all let me know in the comment section down below, because if you think so, you're really going to hate me after this number 5 pick. Number 5, let's go ahead and get into it. Kadabe sheath. I know some of you are banging the keys right now, man. With pause, wait a minute. You're typing on the keys saying, T, how in the hell can you put the Kadabe sheath at number 5? Now, let me tell you, man, I found myself not using this case that much as of lately. I don't know if the you know how a champ can reign champ just so many times, but after a little while, there comes this young person that comes to just knock it off the pedestal. Sometimes that's how I feel about the Kadabe sheath, but I'm not taking anything away from the sheath, especially when it comes to this nice texture. When it comes to the back, you don't got to worry about fingerprints. You don't have to worry about your case being slippery. Although some of you say you kind of think it's a little bit slippery, I don't really think it's that bad. Your buttons work just fine when it comes to the sheath, and you get your nice strong MagSafe with a nice tight fit, and it does come with a few key color cases so you compare it to your iPhone, so you don't got to get any plain, boring, bland colors. So the sheath, man, sitting at number 5, it really checks all of the boxes, and you really want to keep things very minimal. If you want to keep things very nice, clean, aesthetic, when it comes to your case, it's really no better minimal case out there besides the Kadabe sheath, man. This thing has been a champ I don't know how many times. If I'm not mistaken, my previous top 10 case video, the sheath was number 1. You guys fact check me, but the sheath was number 1 and it's dropping to number 5. And it's not because I dislike it, it's because I started to use other cases. Found myself using the sheath just way too long. But this year I said, don't put the sheath down and start using other cases. I feel like I started to appreciate some other ones a little bit over the Kadabe sheath, but still not taking nothing from it, man. Easily one of the best cases for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Kadabe sheath coming in at number 5. Number 4, I did not 18. Number 4, coming in at number 4. I believe this is going to be one that a lot of you are going to disagree with me on, but I always loved this case. This case has always hovered around the 5, 6, the placing. But I've really started using this case a little bit more, and I've really grown so fond to it to where I really love it. And it's been one of my most used cases in a while. We got to go ahead and talk about the D brand grip. Okay, now I love the grip case. I love the improvements that they have made from the grip case. And when you look at something like this, you got to look at cases and be like, what more do I need to ask for when it comes to a case? First of all, let's talk about the skins that you can get on the back. You can get unlimited skins that D brand makes. Not unlimited, man. They're gonna give you a bunch of different options that you can choose from to customize the back of your device with all of their skins. So you can already first choose that with your flavor. Grip, hence the name, your D brand grip. I think it has amazing grip. No, I don't think it has too much grip. Some people say it's so much that it sticks to the inside. Yep. No, this thing feels good in my opinion. I feel like it has a nice level of grip. I don't feel like there's no issues with that. Fit. This case fits super tight. It's always been one of the tightest fitting cases for your iPhone. So they have that on point. Buttons. The buttons are A1, nice and clicky and textured. And the phone doesn't feel like it's overly bulky. And it does not rock on a table when you put it on your back for those who that matters. It doesn't do that, man. So the D-Brand grip, man, I'm going to tell you, man, I've really been feeling this case over the past few weeks, months, really been on my phone, honestly, better, more than a lot of these cases that's up here right now. So the D-Brand grip may have been breaking for the first time out inside of the top 5. That's a big accomplishment for D-Brand, man. But when you really look at the case, it seriously checks all of the boxes that I feel features are important to me when I think about a case. So number 4, D-Brand grip. All right, here we go, man. Coming in at number 3. This one right here is about to be a new kid on the block. It just popped up its rear. It just reared its face and was like, hello, here I am. I'm here to take over, sitting at a nice quality budget price. We are talking about the Phone Rebel Air. Now, when I did my first top 10 list, this part 2 video, I left this case out and I was organizing my cases over here and I was like, T, wait the hell a minute. You gotta rearrange a whole list because you gotta put this Phone Rebel Air in here. And the reason why I have this cases here because of the quality and the price point. This one and the Spigen Ultra Hybrid Frosted really can be two of the same just because of they bring so many good features, but I'm gonna give the lean over to this one way more than the Ultra Hybrid because of the grip that it adds. So this is going to give you not as aggressive grip as the Phone Rebel Gen 5. No, it's not going to be as thick as the Phone Rebel Gen 5. This is going to be a little bit more of a minimal version, a little bit more of a cleaner aesthetic when it comes to this. Only going to come in 2 different colors. They're going to come in this blue and this black. Nice grip, very nice buttons, decent MagSafe strength, very snug fit that goes all around your phone. And the icing on the cake is this case is 20 bucks, $21 at the max. You can get it on Phone Rebel's website. You can get it over on Amazon. That's the reason why I love this case. There is no better thing out there than a nice quality case that's going to be able to give you all the features and functions that you want in a great case for under 25 bucks. And that's exactly what Phone Rebel does. It gives you the claws up front so when you sit it down face down, you don't got to worry about it pressing your screen. It gave you all of these features that you normally see in much higher price cases into a $20 case. So I felt like the Phone Rebel Air had to be on this list. This is a case that sneakingly was on my phone for a while and I just didn't even realize it. I was just going on with the weeks and guess what was sitting on my phone that whole entire time? This Phone Rebel Air case when it first came out. So shout out to Phone Rebel for the first time. Well, no, this is the first time they had 2 cases in the top 10 list, but them coming out with a new case and it being a hit because a lot of cases come up, a lot of brands come up with new cases and sometimes they don't really be hitting like that. Phone Rebel did a thing when it comes to the Air case, so I had to give it this honor of bumping it to number 3 because of the features to the price point that you can get this for. It is so hard to beat this case at the price point that it comes in. Number 3, Phone Rebel Air. I know it's gonna ruffle a lot of you feathers, but it is what it is. I had to do it. I had to do it. Number 2. Now, I'm pretty sure if you know what I like, you kind of know what these next 2 cases are and what the number 1 case is after I give it this one. But this is the first time I think a leather case has been this high. But I gotta give it, man, the leather case crown of the iPhone 15 Pro Max, Pro Max. Bull strap leather case. I've really grown fond to this bull strap, man. I've always loved bull strap leather cases because of the quality that you can get. I feel like it surpasses any leather case that's out there on the market. And what really I love about this case now is they give you so many different versions that you can choose from. They're giving you options. And in my opinion, that is something huge to do when it comes to the accessory market. And what I mean by that, they gave you a minimalist case that's going to have your bottom open. They now give you a contemporary case that's going to have your bottom closed in case you don't like this. And now they even give you a flex case. So if you want to have that full control and protection on your phone and still have that full grain, beautiful smelling leather on the back, you can do that too. So this is the reason why I gave Bullstrap this number two, is because of the options that you get. And not only that, the features of this case, I feel like it's just amazing. I mean, you're talking about some of the very nice patina. You can see this patina is really starting to set in on this minimalist case. You're going to get nice buttons around the corner, back the size of them, fits very good. The bull strap is probably going to give you one of the strongest MagSafe magnets for a leather case out there for the 15 Pro Max, where normally leather cases, the magnet is a little bit weak. It's going to be able to give you that. And just overall quality leather, lifetime warranty. Even though these cases are sitting at a pretty expensive price point, man, the leather quality that you get, this also comes in a lot of different color options. So this is going to really take the cake for me when it comes to leather. And it's no knock to Andor. I still love my Andor cases, absolutely. But they're giving you the options that they're giving you is really letting you know that, hey, we're trying to take over the whole leather case game. Because if you want the bottom over for minimalist, easy swipes, you got that. You want that bottom closed for a little bit more protection, we got that. You a leather case person and you got the drop seats, we got that too. So Bullstrap, I think, is really holding it down, man. I love their cases. I can't wait to see what they do for the iPhone 16 version. But some of the best leather that you're going to ever get your hands on is going to be on the Bullstrap leather case. I had to give this case a number two. When I started doing this top 10 list, this case just kept creeping up and creeping up and creeping up to where it is sitting at number two. All right, so as time has come, let's go ahead and get into the number one case. If you know me, you know what case we haven't showed yet. We got to go ahead and give it to the Kadabe Synthesis is the new king for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. T, how did you come for this case being the top? Now, if you guys don't know, the Synthesis was the first case that I really fell in love with years ago when I first started covering Kadabe products. Before they knew who I was, the Synthesis is what won me over. Now, everybody, if you watch me, you all know about the Sheath. Sheath Gang is won many titles. Top is undisputed. Is one of the best out there in the market. But when it comes to what I personally like, the Synthesis is doing such a good job this year when it comes to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And I'm so glad that Kadabe is finally putting the time and focus into the Synthesis. So the first thing first is going to be this nice texture that it has on the back. This is going to be hard, kind of plastic type of ish material. You don't really get that many scratches on the back. And I have used this case heavily and I don't have any scratches with it. And I don't necessarily baby my phone. Next up, grips on the side. These grips are perfect. In my opinion, it's not too rough on your hands. If to my opinion, some people say it's too rough, not for me. They feel pretty good when you're holding it in your hands. So I love the grip of this phone. Perfect in the perfect areas. How tight this case fits on this phone. It fits like an absolute glove, basically giving you no give whatsoever all around. Absolutely love the fit of this phone and just how small and compact and thin and minimal. That's the reason why I like it, because I'm not really a bulkier case person, but this Synthesis just gives me everything I need in a such small, slim, minimalist form factor, where this is just perfect in my opinion. It's just a nice everyday case to throw on, not going to break the bank, comes in a few different colors, very nice, strong MagSafe magnets. Once again, it's one of those cases that checks all the box. The buttons, nice and tactile, nothing wrong with the buttons at all. Do require a little bit of breaking in over time, but it's okay. It will work just fine after you use it. The Kadabe Synthesis is the new champ when it comes to the technically T channel with the number one case for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I absolutely love it. It's been a case that has found my way on this phone a long time. And for the past couple weeks, this has been the case on my phone. And I will tell you what, this is probably going to remain the case on my phone up until it is time to sell my beloved 15 Pro Max, for us to get the 16 Pro Max, Pro Ultra, whatever it's called, so we can do this all over again for the next iPhone season. So sitting in number one is going to be the Kadabe Synthesis. But let's go ahead and run them back real quick for the squad, man. Number one, sitting at the Kadabe Synthesis. Number two, had to give it to the Bull Strap Leather. All right, absolutely love it. Number three, Phone Rebel. Just the Air series, it just did it for me, man, and I really enjoy it. D-brand grip. It's just something about the grip case this year that really has made me a fan. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Kadabe Sheath. Once again, this is the bigger brother over here. I don't know which one you want to call the bigger or the smaller, but always have to throw the Kadabe Sheath in there. Phone Rebel Gen 5. Okay, we love it. We love to see the Phone Rebel Gen 5. always a staple in the collection, and our Aspen. Going to give you another option when it comes to these leather cases if you want to rock something a little bit different than the bull strap. Spigen Ultra Hybrid back up here after being snubbed just a little bit. We had to put it back up here. Newcomer, one of the newest cases I got, the UAG G10 Monarch Pro. Absolutely love that big boy of a tank. Last but not least, one of the OGs as well, Spigen Enzo Era Mid. So that's going to be my top 10, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section how you feel about it. What did I mess up on? What is your number one case for your iPhone 15 Pro Max? I will love and I cannot wait to see all of the comments down below. All the links down. Check them out, man. Here's where they are. But the champ going into the iPhone 16 season, it's going to be the Kadabe synthesis. But if you want to check out that previous top 10 video I did to where you can see where all the cases kind of move and shifted and adjusted like so, I'll be sure to pop that video right here.